Welcome back into Bremen Motor Cars 5 Sports Live. Well, earlier this week, ESPN 760 caught up with one of the most fascinating athletes in our area, FAU tennis player Natasha Basma. ESPN 760's Herb Busey has her amazing story.
It's one of the most recognizable sounds in sports, the pop of a tennis ball hitting the sweet spot of a tennis racket. It's also an advantage, mixing sight and sound to determine exactly how your opponent hits the ball. But for FAU standout Natasha Basma, it's a luxury she isn't able to enjoy. A sophomore on the Owls women's tennis team, Basma is the only hearing-impaired athlete in NCAA Division I women's tennis. Born partially deaf, she never considered it to be a disability. Basma used sports, especially tennis, as a way to fit in.
I played basketball, volleyball, and other sports before, but tennis is just, I just feel like I'm the only person on the court that can control everything.
And she was definitely in control on the court during her freshman year, winning 10 singles matches, including 6 of her last 10. And she does it without the ability to hear some of the most basic sounds tennis players take for granted.
She doesn't hear a lot of times her strings breaking, so she'll continue to play the point or the next point.
Many disadvantages Natasha encounters every time out in the court.
She has to work a lot harder than most people. I mean, that's here for your ground strokes, and she just doesn't have that advantage.
But despite these shortcomings, she's never asked for any special treatment. In fact, as her coach found out from the very beginning, it's quite the opposite.
I remember before she started her first day of practice, I called her into my office her freshman year, and I said, Natasha, is there anything specific that you need me to change? Anything that I can do to help accommodate you? And she said, no. Why would you need to change anything?
It's that attitude that makes Natasha an inspiration to her teammates.
What she has is not a little thing. So sometimes we complain for a little thing, and then we see her like playing, being deaf. So yeah, she's a good example.
When her college days are done, Natasha wants to give professional tennis a try. If that doesn't work out, the pre-med student plans to head to medical school to embark on a career in dermatology. Quite a fallback option for quite an amazing individual. Herb Busey, ESPN 760 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Well, that will do it for us here on Channel 5. Have a good night, everyone.